78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. Ooh, wait, early in the morning. It's looking nice and muggy out here today. But we got some good news in the sport of boxing. Shakur Stevenson, one of the lightweight champions, has finalized the deal. According to reports, he finalized the deal with another champion at lightweight for a unification bout with William Zepeda. That's excellent news. That's a fight that they have been pushing for a while. Shakur has been pushing for, and Zepeda and Oscar De La Hoya have been acting like that's not a fight that they actually want. But now that the fight is finalized, maybe Zepeda is a little more confident now. He's a little more confident because he fought Tevin Farmer. He's fought Tevin Farmer, and he feels that Shakur can't be, his style can't be that much more difficult than Tevin Farmer. Is probably what they're figuring, and they're gonna go for it. So shout out to Zepeda enough for growing a pair, and now we can get Shakur versus Zepeda. I personally believe Shakur is gonna dog Zepeda, gonna make it look easy. I think that after the fight, during the fight, gonna be a lot of boos from the crowd, and they mad because Zepeda can't land nothing good. That's what I think. Now I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I think boxing history teaches me that the slick fighter, the outboxer, usually, and the defensive specialist usually makes the slugger, the swarmer look foolish. Usually, not all the time, but usually. So we're gonna see what happens with that. But it's about time in boxing we start getting some unification matchups. We just had one at 147 with Jerron Bruce Ennis and Stan Jonas, and now we want to see Jerron Bruce Ennis versus Brian Norman or Mario Barrios. That'd be a good one as well. However, I seen yesterday that Ryan Garcia had his workout, right? Ryan Garcia had his media workout. First of all, it was horrible, it was trash. Him and Derrick James, the mitts would look sloppy, bro. I swear, bro, people be D-riding Ryan like on another level, bro. I seen Sergio Mora from the zone up there just fawning over. Man, that dude Sergio Mora is disgusting, man. I'm telling you, bro. They ain't never gonna admit it, but I'm telling you, man. Remember, I've been telling y'all this for years. Sergio Mora, that dude called Ryan handsome more than anybody I've ever seen. Never seen nobody call another man handsome that much. Sergio Mora, just watch out how he's looking at Ryan. I mean, just hungry eyes. One look at you and I can't describe a job. Hungry eyes. That man was just staring at Ryan like he was an edible or something, man. Just disgusting, Sergio Mora. Yuck. But anyway, beyond that, Ryan Garcia claims that he wants Jerron Bruce Ennis. Oh, he would love to fight Jerron Bruce Ennis. He wants Jerron Bruce Ennis, blah, 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 right? I'm going to tell y'all right now, don't be fooled by the cap. Don't be fooled by the cap, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Garcia is mentioning Jerron Bruce. He's saying all that stuff just to sound good. Because he heard Bill Haney on, shout to Bill, he heard Bill Haney on Cigar Talk, and Bill said that they asked about all these big name guys like Jerron Ennis and everybody else, right? So now Ryan's trying to match that energy by saying he'll fight Boots and all this stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something with Ryan. Ryan and Golden Boy are gonna go after Mario Barrios. You mark my words. If Mario Barrios still have that WBC belt, right? If we still have that WBC belt, they're gonna try to go after Mario Barrios. Now, the WBC belt won't be on the line against Mario Barrios. Barrios because Ryan has been disqualified from the WBC. He's been suspended by the WBC from fighting for any of their titles. But who knows if the WBC gonna rescind any of that? But regardless, I don't believe Ryan is gonna. I know for sure he don't want to fight Boots, but gonna fight Boots? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But if he do it, good. And I get to watch, Boots go upside his head if Ryan even make it to Boots. But anyway, they just floating that out there just to be talking, man. At the end of the day. But Ryan Garcia workout to me didn't look great. I don't know why everybody was acting like they were so impressed by Ryan's workout, like he did something major or something. Him and Derrick James was not in sync. The mitts were not. They were not in sync on the mitts at all. The only thing I noticed about Ryan is he looks smaller. And ain't that interesting that Ryan looks smaller now that he's moving up 7 pounds? He looks smaller. He looked way smaller than he did against Devin Haney when he was preparing for Devin. Now, why is that? Why does the man look smaller when you gain the 7 pounds? Ain't that the mess y'all was running around here talking about with Devin? Y'all ain't never got that smoke from Ryan Garcia. But in my opinion, Ryan looked trash on the mitts. But it don't matter anyway because this fight is made for Ryan to thrash Rolly. Ryan gonna hit Rolly upside his head and knock his head between the washer and dryer real easy. Rolly is not a threat, bro. He's never been a threat. This is all a scam by Golden Boy and Turkey to make Ryan look good in his comeback. Everybody thinks Ryan is mega star and they're gonna try to build this guy into a star. Yet Ryan has sold no pay-per-views outside of being with Tank Davis. What other fight has this huge crowd came to see him fight? Don't tell me Ryan's a star, but then he's not selling the way stars sell. You see? Because when Floyd Mayweather, who's a real star, when Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao, when Floyd fought, Floyd was doing 800,000 to 1 million pay-per-views no matter who he fought. Right? Pretty much no matter who he fought, he getting 800,000 to 1 million because he's a star and people are coming to see him. Right? Now, if he got a great dance partner, a dance partner with a huge fan base, now the interest can draw to 2 million, 4 million, stuff like that, right? Like he did with Pacquiao. I think that fight did over what? I think it was like over what? 3 million pay-per-view buys? Maybe 4. I can't remember what he did with Pacquiao. What he did with Conor McGregor was over 4 million for sure, right? What he did with Canelo was over 2 million. I think him and Oscar did 2 million. Floyd and Oscar, I think. And then you look at Floyd and somebody like Marquez did like $1 million or 1.5, something like that. I forgot. It's been a long time since I looked at the numbers. But regardless, that's star power. For a while, whoever Manny Pacquiao fought, he was doing 600,000 pay-per-views or better. Ryan Garcia has never done that. He fought one fight with Gervonta Tank Davis in which he had over 1 million pay-per-views, and even before that, they was running around here telling these lies that Ryan was some superstar. And like he had already put the work in, already sold pay-per-view. He had it. It's nonsense, it's cap. It's make-believe, mumbo-jumbo. It's absolutely ridiculous. But when you got the complexion for the protection, then the powers that be in boxing are going to give you that. The powers that be in boxing are going to ride that wave because they look at Ryan and see, the thing about Ryan, this is why Ryan is so messed up with all this sexual stuff. This is why when he had his breakdown and it was on them drugs and stuff, oh Lord have mercy. Come on, it's too dark for this rain. Come on now. Goodness gracious. But anyway, this is why when Ryan had his mental breakdown, he kept talking about this sexual stuff and all this stuff happening with children and all this stuff, Bohemian Grove and all that stuff. He's talking about that stuff because he's trying to You know, and he even brought up how when he was a kid, he feels like somebody had touched on him, right? When he was a youngster. Somebody touched on him. That's what he said at the press conference. Now, with all that being said, Ryan, since he was a kid, he's one of those kids that people have fawned over. People have put on the pedestal and told him he was handsome and good looking and, you know, and all. When you get older, you're going to have all the ladies, all that little grooming stuff they were telling Ryan. And somebody probably did mess with the boy. And he, now to this day, because look, when Ryan was just an up-and-coming boxer, it's pictures all over the internet of his daddy and them putting him in these catalogs where he posing in underwear. He a kid. What he posing in underwear for? What they post? Bro, they sold that boy. I'm trying to tell you. They sold the boy. So now that they sold the boy, you still got guys like Sergio Mora and other people, the other powers that be in the sport of boxing, other announcers and reporters, they just fawn over him. Ellie Setback and the rest of them, they fawn over this guy. They think Ryan's a very handsome kid. I'm telling you, I know y'all want to hear this, man, but boxing is wickedness, man. It's a lot of wickedness surrounding this sport that we love. A whole lot of wickedness, man. My goodness gracious, what's up with all this rain, man? Why you do me like this here, rain? My goodness gracious. So go out here and give me some cheap dog food. They got dog food on sale. Gotta go get me some. I should go to Fleet Farm. That's what I need to go. That's exactly what I need to go to Fleet Farm. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna go to Fleet Farm. Go out here and give me a big old industrial size bag of dog food. But anyway, yeah, Ryan has been mentally ruined, man. They done ruined that boy, and they done ruined his behind. You know what I'm saying? So now, the boy is all mentally messed up and confused. And I hear people come out, Ryan seems to be a great spirit. Ryan has washed away all his demons. Ryan, I thought y'all said wasn't nothing wrong with him. Y'all literally said was nothing wrong with Ryan. That's what y'all said. I said, well, nothing wrong with the man. Now, all of a sudden, y'all talking about he's in better health now, mentally, and this and that. Man, shut up. We told y'all was something wrong with the boy. Boy, right here acting crazy. Of course he popped that juice. He popped the juice because he couldn't deal with the thought of losing. There was a lot of pressure on him, so he popped the juice. But anyway, we got some good fights coming up. May 2nd. Fatal Fury, we got Teofimo Lopez versus Aaron Barbosa. And speaking of that, we had Turkey Al-Sheikh came out and told Teofimo to get off the internet, stop clubbing and acting a fool, acting a donkey, and get to training. We got a big fight coming up in a couple of weeks, Chuck. That's what Turkey told him. So we got a big fight coming up in a couple of weeks, Chuck. Lord have mercy, I'm going right into the ring. Alright, y'all, I'll try in a minute. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty elders you see on my body and do.